This is the funnest night ever!
Yeah, quit yanking our anuses!
Two people get together, do something social, have a few drinks, yada yada yada.
It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
And welcome back
to
once
another
again
episode
to the first episode of Two Brothers in a long time, it feels like.
What was our last one?
Oh, damn, I don't even bring that up. I don't even fucking know. I remember probably like...
Late last year, maybe? Or early this year?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I want to say February. It's when Sifu came out. I think we did
Sifu, and that was it.
Sifu, and we were gone for a long time. I know a lot of... No, I don't know. I say a lot of people. Like, a lot of people listen to this shit. But, like,
Hey.
the people who did listen to it, I'm sure they want to know where we've been. Well, if you can hopefully tell the difference, we're recording with new equipment right now.
Hopefully.
This is just a temporary setup. We're going to continue to get better. We're going to get better
What the
equipment.
hell you mean a temporary setup? I thought this is it.
This isn't it. We're going to... Oh my, now you want to peel back the onion and try to get real. No, we still got to get an interface for when Maurice comes in and does a podcast with us. But for now, we figured, we got this recorder still. We can still record the two of us. So we're just going to be doing how we've always been doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't really have much explanation other than that. So we're back. we missed out on a lot. We haven't.
If you guys are wondering, we didn't do like anything exciting during our break.
No, not really. I think what we primarily have done is played games.
Yes. Read a lot of comic books.
And look, we could fucking like talk about shit that's come out already. Like the Batman, we didn't review that.
What?
We didn't review Thor. Obviously, we didn't review any of that.
Are you
shit.
sure we didn't review Batman?
I don't think we reviewed Batman. Yeah, so I mean,
Oh no, you're right.
We
You're
could
right.
sit here
You're
and
right.
talk
You're
about
right.
all
You're
that
right.
shit.
You're right.
But the one thing that's really stuck out to us the most that came out this year, and that we're gonna talk primarily for this episode, is Elden Ring.
Okay.
And folks, just this is new equipment, so if you hear any fucking like any shit that just bear with us. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but what have you been up to, Andrew? What has been the games that you've been playing before we get into the meat of the podcast?
Right now, you mean?
Well, yeah. Well, right now, or like for the past few months, where
Well,
you
the
been?
majority was of the game we're going to review right now, Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
That took at least 2 months of my time.
It came out before. It came out shortly after Horizon, and I remember you playing that for a little bit, and then you just got sucked into fucking Elden Ring.
Yeah. We'll talk about it right now, but I'm going to play Uncharted. Is it called the Legacy Collection?
I think it's called like the Legacy Collection.
Or PS5.
It's only 4 and the Lost
spin-off,
Legacy, right?
Yeah. And I'm playing Lost Judgment.
I think it's Lost Judgment.
From the sequel to Judgment.
you're fucking confused.
Yeah. I'm playing that.
Yeah.
And that one's pretty good too.
Uh-huh.
Quarry. Let me tell you something about the Quarry real quick.
Okay.
It's a horror game, so by Supermassive Games. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll get better as the episode goes. I can hear you.
Okay, just making sure, because this is no equipment. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Look, it gets you in the beginning, like maybe 20 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're gonna get yourself into a great fucking horror story, or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't relate with these fucking characters as
Right,
Until Dawn. Until Dawn had some. You felt in love with them right away.
Well,
this one, they're so fucking annoying. They're so like.
What do you mean by like?
So to be honest,
relatable. What do you mean by that?
they're like.
Are they just too dumb or what?
Yes, and.
Well, isn't that the whole point? Like you just like want to see them fucking.
But it's so fucking on the nose with it. Like, don't be so on the nose.
Oh.
Like right now, maybe I played maybe because I can't take it with the characters. So maybe I'd be playing at least 2 hours, 3 hours.
Hold on, are you saying it's a good game, or what are you trying to imply here? Are you enjoying the game at least?
Well, I'm only, like I said, 2-3 hours in, but I haven't. How do you say connected?
It hasn't gripped you.
I mean, that too. I haven't connected to any of the characters.
Has there at least
As
been
Until Dawn. Look, even the fucking spin-offs, the dark pictures.
Uh-huh.
Even though those characters you fucking liked right away, you can relate to one of them.
Yeah.
These ones, they're so fucking annoying and
Really?
yeah.
Even Iceman from X-Men.
He's not in there. That's the first like.
That's the dark pictures.
Yes.
Who's in here that I know? I know that there's someone in here that's like a big.
Or the brother of Sam Raimi's in there.
Okay, yeah, but like from the
Brenda Song, I think is her
Brenda
name.
Song. Well, there's somebody else, isn't there?
You sure? I don't know none of them. The guy from the Scream is in there.
That's who I'm.
David
him,
Arquette, I think
yeah.
he's in there. I was surprised to see that
David
he was
Arcade,
in there.
yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I have to get to keep playing. I don't know. It's too on the nose, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like with the
no,
characters.
I get you, because like that's how kind of like horror movies are. The ones that are like bad, they're really on the nose with that shit, dude.
But it's too much. Like even I was watching Dashi and Corey play it.
Yeah.
And they fucking agree too. Like these
It's
characters
just
are
it's too fucking corny. You can't believe that they're doing this.
It's
stupid
too
shit.
much. Until Dawn, you had someone to like relate to or like oh, I don't want her
Is
to die
that-
because I like her now, or I like him.
Is that the game that has Rami Malek in it?
Yeah, Until Dawn.
Yeah, yeah.
That
He's
one
really
had
good in
fucking even from the beginning, from the get go. Oh shit, okay, I can get into this.
Yeah.
I think you haven't played it, right? Or he did, but
Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it.
Okay.
It's been a long time, but yeah, I played it before. I haven't played the dark picture horror stuff.
The one I liked was I think Little Hope. The last one I played.
Is that which one's the one with the fucking like when they're like you're a military?
That's the last one.
That's the last one.
That last before the Quarry came out.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's called, but I know which one you're talking
And there's
about.
more, isn't
There's
there?
3 that came out, and I think they're going to continue doing it again.
Jesus, dude.
But I think this one's the big one, kind of like Until Dawn, but
It's just not living up to the hype right now.
right now.
To at least to the first
Yeah.
one, or the Until Dawn.
Yeah.
All right,
But
damn.
not just saying it looks great graphically.
Dude, when I was watching you play it, and this is on Xbox One, like
Yeah.
it's not even on the new consoles. Which, by the way, that's also a new thing that's happened.
What?
We got a PS5.
We'll review it in our next
Yeah.
episode.
But it looks good.
Yeah.
So that's something at least, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
This is super massive, right? That's the developer. Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Fatty?
I'm playing through Elden Ring again, right now. We'll get into it in a bit. I've also been playing Horizon, and I think I'm enjoying it more than you are, dude.
Really? You
I
didn't know
think
from
so.
the beginning?
Yeah, from the beginning. Like, I understand there's a lot of fucking like dialogue, a lot of people you have to talk to and everything, but like once you get into it, like it's pretty fun.
Damn, well, I don't know what happened with, like, why I did enjoy it. It just, like
you,
I said,
you know what it is because you were coming off of Elden Ring.
I think
Let's
so.
be honest.
I think so.
Okay, you didn't have time for the
It
dialogue
fucking-
shit.
yeah.
You just wanted to get into the fucking. I get it. I understand, but
you're
like for
right.
me, what was it? I've been playing lately. Like I played Cyberpunk.
Mhm.
That's a lot of where you have to talk to people, and I think I just got like accustomed to it. And so when I played Horizon, I was like, you know what, this is. I've been already going through this shit with the last game. Like this is fine, you know. And it looks fucking good, man.
I'll give it that.
I think it's like the best looking fucking game on the PS5.
Yes,
You know.
I agree.
And also, I also played God of War on the PS5. And that shit looks just as good still.
that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been playing Horizon, Elden Ring. I'm still working through Days Gone, which you want to talk about, like, your quarry situation? That's for me with Days Gone. Like,
Now looking back, because I picked it up when it first released,
mm-hmm,
and yeah, I saw its flaws and everything that people were talking about, but I enjoyed it.
mm-hmm.
And seeing you play it again,
Does
it's
it
like,
make you
oh
want to?
shit,
Does it make you want to play? Or are you like, what?
what the fuck was? Yeah, maybe down the line I'll play it again, but not now.
Yeah, I mean, look, it has its flaws for sure. I think the story just hasn't. It doesn't feel like there's a story there. There
Yeah.
kind of is, but there isn't. You know, what's fun is driving your fucking motorcycle and killing freaks and shit.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that there was more of those, like, because I don't know if you remember when you're playing the game and you're like driving on your motorcycle, you would like crash from a fucking tripwire and then you would get ambushed.
Oh,
by-
yeah.
I wish that would have happened more.
That's true.
That was it only happened to me once.
I
Or
think-
when you get shot by a sniper, like it just shows up on the
yeah.
Those little moments,
Uh-huh.
they like, oh, this shit's intense. This is pretty cool. When you
It's-
fight
yeah.
the first fucking bear you ever encounter, it can get intense, you know?
Well, wait until you get the fucking, like, the swarm, the fucking...
I've seen the swarms. I don't fuck with those.
You-
I'm pretty
you
sure at
have
some
to.
point you're gonna
You
have to. But
yeah. That's the fun part.
yeah.
Excuse me. Is when you get the swarm, you
Yeah.
have to, how do you say, clear out the location or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and it gets intense.
It
sometimes.
does, dude. And it's pretty long. I know it took you longer than you like anticipated.
But-
It's a long game, more than I expected. I thought it would be done around the 15, 20 hour mark or something.
That's what. Oh, I was gonna say. It's too long. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be that long of a game.
Yeah. Well, because it feels like The Last of Us. The Last of Us, at
Which
least
one?
the first one.
Oh,
The
okay.
first one is like, what, 12 hours? If you're like,
15 maybe.
you know, that's what I expect from Days Gone, but still going through it. So, God, I could sit here and talk about all the shit we've been talking about, or been playing. Also with TV shows, I think we might save that for
Another episode.
another episode because that's a completely different thing. But let's
jump
get
to
into
it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah,
because
I'm
this
excited.
is probably my
I'll say
game
this.
of the year.
I'll say yeah. I was about to say right off the gate.
Is
I
my
think
game
this
of the
is
year.
our even mine. We still have God
we
of
still
War.
got we still got Ragnarok that's coming out, but like
what
this
else?
is
I think that's it.
Sifu for me.
Oh, that's
But
right.
before
I still have to get into Sifu.
before
Fuck.
before we left, Sifu I said was like my game of the year so far.
You were, yeah, you said that.
Yeah, Elden Ring fucking took that title for sure.
But yeah, jump into it.
Yeah. Okay, so Elden Ring, for those of you who don't know, fucking took the whole world by storm.
It did.
Like when did it come out? February, right?
Late February.
February?
Yeah.
It couldn't have dropped at a better time. The world was on fucking fire, and everyone needed fucking distraction from everything.
Yeah.
And Elden Ring came in and was like, "Here you fucking go." Like this game is From Software's best fucking video game, and I don't say that lightly because Bloodborne is still like it still holds a special place in my heart. But I recognize that Elden Ring is probably better than that game. You know, what do you think? Do you think it's better than their other titles or what?
Definitely Dark Souls. Like
Sure.
it blows that out of the water.
Did
Like I think I told you, like Bloodborne, it's its own thing. You can't compare it to Elden Ring, to
Right.
me.
Mhm.
So I can't put those two against each other. So
Yeah.
like I feel like Elden Ring goes towards more Dark Souls.
yeah.
But if it was what was it? Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Open world.
Well, it definitely took inspiration from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, the game came out, played it. I know Edgar did. He jumped in on it like probably
Oh, right
A
after you
week or
beat
so
it,
later?
Yeah.
right because
Yeah.
yeah. And so, man, let me just start off by saying this: it's the biggest From Software game to come out. Like in terms of like scope and how much you can explore.
Oh yeah.
There's so much fucking like content here, so many areas you can explore, and that shit took me off guard. It was like when I played Skyrim the first time, it was very daunting. You know, I was like, damn, how the fuck am I gonna get through all this shit? Like, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not there.
You
made some
bitch.
noise. You know? But I felt the same way with Elden Ring when I started playing. it.
No, where you said Skyrim was no, for me it was, dude. I was too, how do you say?
Too scared.
That's-
It's all right. You can admit you're scared.
I was scared to
You
jump
know?
into Elden Ring, okay? Because I knew how big it was, how overwhelming it is, because they just throw you in, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they teach you how to, like, I guess, play how
Yeah.
how it you know it
Uh-huh.
is in this. and but I needed you to show me like where we're supposed to go.
Well, yeah,
What's
'cause
this? What's
there's-
that? But you're like, Edgar, okay, just go fuck around.
Well,
man."
what's the point if you don't fucking figure this shit out for yourself?
I know, but I want a little bit of
Guidance.
direction.
Does the game not fucking guide you enough, you little bitch?
Oh, it kind of does.
Yeah, exactly.
It does.
No, but hold on.
But it's overwhelming.
I get what you mean though, because there's certain things that you can fucking blow right past, like not knowing.
yeah.
Oh, this is an important item. Why didn't you get it?
Because look, sorry to interrupt, but like every other game that I play Dark Souls, and I start from the beginning. Let's say the first area of the game.
Yeah.
You know, Edgar, did you get this? And well, no. So it's too late now. So that's why I like to ask Albert, where do I go? Do I need this? Where's the best weapons? Because once I'm so far from the area, so you dumbass, you didn't get the ring.
Like you're not fucking telling me that right now as I'm playing through Elden Ring.
Because my first playthrough, I went through every fucking nook and cranny.
And that's where that's the mistake you made.
No.
Because when I played it, I remember I noted a few areas I didn't go to. I was like, I'm gonna save that for my second playthrough. Your bitch ass didn't. You fucking took longer than I did. To not because you were bad at it, because you wanted to explore everything. But you know what? That's how good this game is.
That's how I was so fucking intrigued and so into it.
Yeah.
Because I needed more. I needed like the next challenge, the next area. All that. I feel like, to be honest, I play on my first playthrough. I think it was at least 50 to 60 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, my first playthrough, I probably explored 90% of it.
Well, what?
I still feel like there's 10% I haven't figured out, like a secret area or like I don't know.
Even to this day, still playing it. Like there's a lot of shit that I haven't found.
That's what I like about these Soul games.
And let me also say this: I didn't even fucking play them online, like PvE or not PvE, PvP. I haven't done that. I haven't fought against other people. When that's like a whole different section of the game too. And like I know the other games have it, but like I
feel like the only area that happens is that watering one.
Lorenia or something like that.
You know what I'm talking about? Like it's all water. Like that area.
I think that's what it's called.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't, I don't fucking know by name. I just know by.
No, to be honest, there's a lot of areas I don't fucking know by name.
But it's the big area with water where you have to.
Yeah.
What's that area you have to do in?
Is it what I went through last night?
I haven't seen you play last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's that area where you meet that guy to get the, like, some special ring or something, or like banner, and it takes you to that location where you farm.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know you. I know you.
I think that area that's full. That's where I think that's where
you get invaded a lot.
Yeah. I think that's where you get invaded a lot.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, we're all over the place.
I know because we're so excited.
Yeah, because we're so excited. Yeah. So this is also one of the best looking From Software games too. I played it on PS4 for the first half of the game, and then when we got the PS5, I was like.
You can tell the difference.
First, I remember telling you, like, Edgar, don't play the PS5 version because it runs slow. And then my dumbass still downloaded it. And it fucking played really good. It looked fucking better than the PS4.
And it booted up real fast and everything.
We'll talk about the PS5 another time. But that was one of the great things about that.
I remember when we first got it, just play the PS4 version. It's better. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But... why was that? Where the fuck did you hear that?
This guy, two best friends, Pat.
Oh,
yeah, he mentioned it.
And was it true?
When he was talking about it, I was playing Elden Ring, so I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't really understand what he was. But it looks fucking good. Yeah. It's graphically one of the best looking games. I like that you can just change your appearance at any time, so you're not stuck to like how you look like. My character looks like Doctor Strange,
which is cool.
And it's gonna stay like that forever. The environments are fucking gorgeous, man. The area where you go to fight Radon, that whole fucking before you fight him, like that whole big fucking area. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I think it's called Caelid. I think it looks like something out of a fucking Berserk anime. Yeah. It looks so fucking good. And it looks terrifying too. There's moments in this game, areas that remind me of Bloodborne. Like they just straight up took shit out of fucking Bloodborne and they threw it in here. Like it looks that fucking good.
I'll say
and terrifying.
The one area that reminded me of Bloodborne was the castle with the fucking heads, the stone heads, like kind of look like wizards.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right in the academy. Yeah,
and a little bit of volcano manor.
Yeah.
Once you explore Volcano, it kind of has that feel to Bloodborne too.
And not just Bloodborne, dude. A lot of areas remind me of like Dark Souls.
A little bit of
Dark
everything.
Souls, yeah, a little bit of everything. Which is the whole. I burp.
You don't let them know.
Burp. Sorry. Shut up. But like, that's the whole point. Is that this is like From Software's greatest hits from all of their fucking games. You know, not just Dark Souls and like there's even a bit of Sekiro too. Like you can stealth. Kill enemies.
That's a new. It's not a new mechanic.
It's not a new. Yeah, it's not a new
but
mechanic.
But yeah, it's new to this.
That's a viable option now too. You can sneak around enemies. You don't have to just go straight ahead. You get a horse too that you can just fucking. So I mean that makes sense. As like From Software's first open world game, you know.
Yeah.
And there's so many fucking side missions that you can. And that's the other thing too I will say about this game. I don't know about you personally when you played it, but the side missions in this game seem a lot more easier to like figure out. You know.
Some of them, but for the main side quest, what's her name?
The something doll, right? The doll that you're talking about, what's her name, Rania or Ron?
Yeah,
Rania,
hers.
Yeah,
you gotta figure out where to go because sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, that is true. But I will say this is like it feels a lot more, like you feel more engaged in the side missions. You don't just like, fucking like one character will tell you in Dark Souls, oh meet me at this area and look see what happens and shit. And this one is like, oh, fucking go to the forest and make sure you whistle, and then this fucking character will drop down. And it's like it feels more engaging to me. You know, it feels a lot more easier to kind of get into the side missions. And also, speaking of easy, I'm gonna outright say this: I think this is the most accessible From Software game.
Let me think about that.
Well, while you're thinking about that, let me explain. In the other games like Dark Souls and shit like that, it was a set path, and you have to get good at those sections before you meet the first boss or whatever. In Elden Ring, it's an option for you to skip bosses. Like Margit, for example, I don't even consider him the first real boss. The first real boss is like Godric. But Margit, you can skip entirely. I heard that when I was like playing. You don't have to fight him. He's like optional. So you can go back. You can go back to him if you want. I forget what the route is to like skip him, but you can skip him entirely. Now I could be wrong. I don't know, but like there's an item that you can use that completely makes that boss fight easier. You know, the other thing is like summons. You don't have to summon players anymore.
Oh, yeah, it's a new thing.
You can summon NPC players, and they're just as good, if not better, than like real players sometimes. That's what makes it more accessible. Is that you don't have to.
Now that I thought about it, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it seems overwhelming.
It does.
But that's. I think that was their
intention.
But like it. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's. If I'm going to say like. If people want to jump into Dark Souls or Bloodborne, don't know where to jump to, yeah, Elden Ring's the best because, like you said, has a little bit of everything.
It does,
of those games in here. Yeah,
and you can like farm if you really, really wanted to. You can farm the fucking like pigs or whatever, like the animals, and get souls that way if you wanted to. You know, you don't have to just farm a certain section of the game. You can just go around in the open world and do it that way. Or you can still be summoned by other players. Or you can find a more powerful fucking summon. You know, it's available to you. Nearly everything's available to you at the start. You don't have to fucking go straight to the fucking main story.
What I like about this game is that, like, yeah, you can explore or whatever area you want to go. Like for Bloodborne, I feel like those caves, those are the dungeons.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
when you like ride your horse like to a new location or you're exploring, there's these giants with a fucking like a wagon or something behind them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool because what we heard from previews is that it carries like a special item.
Yeah.
So you have to go and like fight those enemies to get whatever chest is in there, you know,
Yeah.
which is I like that. What else?
You also collect a lot of weapons in this game. There's still some of the mainstays from other games. You get the Moonlight Greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
You get to get the fucking Colossal Greatsword, the club. Like, you know, if you played these games before, those are still there for you. But there's also a lot of fucking new weapons and weapon types too. You know, there's not just your standard fucking.
The other thing is
swords
that
and
it
axes.
throws you in with mini bosses once you
Oh yeah.
like you fuck around a new
Yeah.
area and out of nowhere a dragon fucking drops.
Towards
all
the
that,
end, they
you
throw they throw the fucking kitchen sink at you towards the end.
Oh, you mean the last
for
area?
Sure. The last area, or even like when you were talking about Millennia,
Mm-hmm.
like in her section, they throw everything at you.
I told you.
They throw fucking everything at you.
Fuck, man.
You
Fuck
know?
that area. I hated it.
Not
I-
me too. But
it-
it's good at the same time because it looks fucking good.
Like I said, that area reminds me of the DLC of Bloodborne because
Yeah.
that also, from the beginning, threw everything at you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of the bosses, there's a lot of fucking bosses in this game.
A lot.
I think there's more bosses here than almost every Dark Souls game combined.
I think
It feels
so.
like, at least, it feels like. There's like a mimic. You can fight your own version of yourself at one point. You can fight a huge ass fucking deer when you go down that little palace thing. It's like a whole different fucking world.
That's another. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
a whole other section, dude.
There's a few bosses I haven't even fucking fought yet. That's just, but it feels like I fought there's so many.
Yeah, there's some
know?
repeated ones.
There's some repeats.
But besides that,
And
the repeats, I feel like have new moves.
Yeah.
So once
Yeah,
you
they
feel
do.
like, oh, I beat this guy before, and
no,
nope,
they fucking
they
keep you
throw-
on your
Yeah,
toes.
so
Um,
kind of feels like you're fighting a new version of a boss. So
and it wouldn't be a From Software game without having some fucking frustrating boss fights too.
you know which one was frustrating? Are the fucking crystal ones? I hate
Those
those ones.
fuckers that hop,
Yeah.
because they like, you can't use just any weapon. You have to use one that does blunt damage too.
Are you sure? I thought it was like, well, like you have to have like at least like a hammer or
A
like,
hammer, yeah, those are like do blunt
Yeah.
damage. I think.
I had to
and-
upgrade one of those so I can beat them.
Yeah.
The one where the brat was, remember?
Mm-hmm.
You
The
told
Lake
me-
of Rot.
Yeah, you told me to get a specific like ruin
Uh huh.
or rune that
Yeah.
help like once you kill enemies it gives you more souls.
Uh huh.
That little section was fucking annoying because
Yep.
I lost, or not lost.
Oh.
I used all my rot to
Oh,
cure
to
the rot
cure- yeah.
or whatever. It's like a flower or like a.
Uh-huh.
I used all of it and I
Yeah.
couldn't buy any from the merchant and all that.
Yeah, there's they can be some frustrating
Yeah.
moments. But just like any other From Software game, it's rarely ever the game's fault. I feel like it's you who isn't prepared enough, you know?
No, yeah, that's true.
That's how well designed the game is. Like, yeah, there's probably a few bullshit fucking moments in this game for sure. Like those horses, those chariot horses, you know what I'm talking about? The huge ass wheels that can fucking insta kill you if you're not careful.
Oh fuck that.
Yeah,
I know
those
yeah.
things are bullshit. But for the most part, if you're not prepared, you're gonna get fucked.
Oh
you
yeah,
know, you have to
that's,
really be
that's like
prepared.
101.
Yeah,
fucking
if
Souls
it just
games.
yeah. But it feels so fucking good when you go through it again. Like that was one of the things I did when I passed it. I immediately started playing again so I can fuck up every boss that pissed me off.
Yeah, it feels
You
good
know?
once you.
Like that second playthrough is like your revenge run. You just
That's
go
true.
through and you kill every fucking thing. You know, it felt so fucking good to kill like the last boss. I forget what his name is. Because a lot of these bosses have the same fucking name too.
That's true.
You
like
know?
Godric was all
Godric,
over the fucking place.
And then fucking another God Rick with 2 Ks
Yeah.
or some shit. Like there's just it's like that scene of Dodgeball and they're like Blazer. And it's like it's the same fucking thing, you know. But
You know,
it felt good fighting that final boss and defeating him more easier than I did the first. You know,
I think I beat him twice on my own, but it took many fucking tries.
because you can't summon people. I know I think they patched it so they can make it easier.
But still,
you to-
I still had trouble sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, fuck this. I'll summon my own summons.
Yeah, the Mimic tier.
the
There's
Mimic tier.
the Black Knight Titch, right?
And those two are the best.
Tier,
But
top tier. Right there.
the one that's still bullshit, okay, is his second form.
Yes, the Elden Beast. I know its fucking name because I've seen it too many times when I fought him.
The second form is fucking bullshit.
Yep.
The first one is easy to
To get his pattern down and everything.
Down.
The
But
second one.
it's so
It's
unpredictable.
not just unpredictable, dude. They throw moves at you that you know that it's designed to fucking kill you.
Yeah, one shot type of thing.
I know people will
one-
get good, but it's like
No,
No,
even
fuck
even,
you,
even
okay?
the best get fucking caught in one of those.
yeah. I remember when we were playing this game, we would watch videos of people just fucking raging.
Yeah, so we weren't the only
in this
one.
game. But with that said, I wouldn't count that as a flaw because it's a part of the experience. I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh, this is bullshit. I hate the fucking game because it's too
No,
hard."
you're right. Like
But it's a part of it.
I
you
feel
know?
like I've been here before because
Yeah.
of Dark Souls and
Bloodborne
Bloodborne.
and everything.
That's that's the experience. That's
the thrill.
That's the thrill of
That's
the
the
game.
thrill because you want to go back and continue leveling up so you can fight these bosses.
Yeah, or
you know?
keep trying to to.
Now,
beat
I will
it.
admit, I think the two of us did this. We did cheese a few bosses.
Which one?
The fire giant, for example.
Well, you did.
I
By
just-
by the time I got to the fire giant,
you were, like,
I
good or
couldn't. I couldn't do
Oh.
the cheese or whatever.
Oh yeah, they patched it.
They
didn't
patched it. I was kind of pissed off because he's not tough. He's
Oh,
just
but he does so much damage.
he does a lot of damage.
And
That's
he's
it.
like very slow moving, but when he hits you, it fucking
Yeah.
hurts. Yeah. And then the armor sets too. The shit that not just the weapons you can collect, but the armor sets you can collect. There's so many. So for those who love these games for like the fashion, I know there's like fashion souls. If you want to
Mhm.
wear all this, shit, you can fucking to your heart's content.
Yeah.
Just wear whatever the fuck you want, as long as you, of course, have the right like requirements and shit. You can wear whatever the fuck you want.
Mhm.
And then the NPCs also feel more interesting this time, like the jar guy. Forget what his name is. Jarl? I don't know. Yeah, you can sit here and talk, and then the music too. I forgot to bring up the music. It's fucking perfect. You know, From Software does a great job with their music and their sound design. This is no different. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this wins like best score, too.
Best design too.
Yeah, get ready to see a lot of fucking Game of the Year, like or like media sites
We're
give this
calling
shit.
it. We're calling it
You
now,
know?
and then it's true. Even though one of the biggest games still coming out, God of War, Ragnarok.
Which
I-
I'm looking forward to still. Too.
Yeah.
You know, that could
But
easily
I'm sorry,
be a Game of the
guys.
Year,
Fucking Elden Rings, you already took it, dude.
Look,
Since release, it
I'm-
fucking won.
I'm gonna say it like this, okay?
And I was sorry. I was how do you say
The fuck are you? What?
what?
I burped again. What did you just say?
I was really how do you say? Just go on.
All right, so look, I'm gonna end it like this. I guess my
Oh,
review.
we're done with the review.
Well, we're not done
Oh,
yet. But
okay.
I'll say this, okay?
Give it the year.
It's Game of the Year, but this is the Skyrim of this generation of consoles. Okay,
So you're saying we get a lot of fucking how do you say?
I don't give a shit if we get an anniversary fucking edition, super duper Game of the Year edition. This is
So you're saying, let's say 10 years from now, PlayStation 7 or whatever.
fuck yeah, dude.
There's a 10
Fuck yeah.
anniversary Elden
Elden
Ring.
Ring.
You would get it?
It's fucking Turbo HD remix, bitch. I don't give a shit.
Okay, sorry. Go
Um,
ahead.
Yeah, because I remember when Skyrim came out,
Uh-huh.
that was like the standard bearer of like what
Open world?
RPGs, yeah, like whatever game came out after had to be compared to Skyrim. now that's going to be the case with Elden Ring.
Well, hold on, wasn't it? Skyrim was yeah. Nobody could fucking like replicate it.
Right.
Then it was, I would say, Breath of the Wild.
But this game fucking perfected it.
Then Elden Ring, like you said,
Elden Ring perfected it. And now you're gonna be hearing people talk about how the next open world game is like it's like Elden Souls or Elden Ring or whatever. And it's weird because like people were talking about how other games are like Dark Souls, and now they're gonna be comparing Dark Souls or like Elden Ring as
the other.
Yeah, like this is like Elden Ring like or whatever the fuck,
I think that's what you said when you beat the game, and we were talking about it, like watch other game developers and companies.
Oh, they're gonna fucking try to do the same shit.
Yeah, they're gonna try to do Elden Ring. When I say Elden Ring, I mean by the open world and how you can do basically a lot of things with it. Side quests.
You sound like Donald Trump. You can do a lot of things.
Fuck you, fat ass.
Go ahead, sorry.
But yeah, you can do a lot of things.
Beautiful things. Really big things. Nah, that's not a good Donald Trump.
No, I probably want to play it again. That's how good
you
it is.
You probably want to play it? What does that mean?
I might jump into it.
Yeah, you fucking better.
Like I said it in the other fucking podcasts.
You keep swearing on it in this one.
Who gives a fuck?
Good.
Like I said in the other podcast, and I said it again. Like if you fucking put Bloodborne in front of me, I'll play it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to play it from beginning till end.
Yeah.
If you do the same thing with Elden Ring, you give me the controller. I have to play it the beginning to end. That's how good it is.
I agree.
And it's weird to hear that our nephews are trying to get into these games.
Right?
And it's like, what the fuck? Like,
no, you better. No, this is for me. We're not trying to gatekeep. But
no, it's like, are you like? I thought you weren't into this. You're into fucking.
Yeah, but that should show you just how much fucking influence this game had when it came out. Everyone was playing it. Mm-hmm. People who normally wouldn't play a Dark Souls game started playing this shit.
Oh, now you unlock the fucking thing of memory. I remember, people were like, this is where they're first.
Yeah.
But they were getting their ass kicked from the first boss and all that.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, fuck this game. This game is
bullshit.
Yeah,
there were a few people who like shat on the game without even giving it a
try.
Chance, Which, like, on one hand, I was like, all right, I understand because they probably didn't know what they were getting themselves into. But at the same time, like, if you were hearing from other people how tough this game is, and then you just fucking quit on the first boss, like, the game already, like, the developers took your money, dude. It's on you. Like, you fucked up. Mm-hmm. But there were people who played this game and saw it through. And then a few or more people, like select people who played the other games afterwards. It kind of ticked me off a little bit. I would say like 2 months after this game came out, people were like, well, there's nothing to play now. Elden Ring ruined everything for me. I can't play nothing else. I'm like, go play the other ones.
Right.
There's a whole fucking library of Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? There's nothing to play. Like, if you loved Elden Ring so much, and you're like, there's nothing else to play, then that's like me saying, I play Resident Evil 8, there's nothing to play. There's a whole fucking library of other games from like Resident Evil games you can play. Just like there's a whole bunch of other fucking From Software games you can play.
People are saying it's like, go challenge yourself in a good way. Like, like you said, go play the other Dark Souls games.
Yeah, or you can play Elden Ring, do a different build. You don't have to play as the same character. You can do a different thing.
Different build. Yeah, you're right.
This game is damn near infinite.
That's true.
And it always provides a challenge, so it's
I encourage other people, if Elden Ring was your first Souls game or whatever, play the other ones. You're gonna have a lot of fun if you had fun with Elden Ring.
Yeah, I agree. And
I want more people to get into these because I remember that's the how do you say? That's what Souls games in the beginning was like. Oh, this game. It's such bullshit. You fucking die right away. And this and that's so tough. I felt the same way until you showed me how to play them and keep going at it. And
and it's not
like
just
learning the game and all this.
it's not just from software games too. There's Neo, there's
fuck,
Mortal
Neo.
Shell, there's Salt and Sanctuary, Salt and Sacrifice, there's Blasphemous. There's like a whole fucking genre of these games now. There's no excuse to say like there's nothing to play. Nothing to play. Like no, there is. You can fucking play Elden Ring again. I'm playing Elden Ring again. You know, that's just a testament of how great this game is. And it kind of feels pointless to give it a score because we already know this is a fucking masterpiece. You know, a 10 out of 10. I don't think we talked too much about the negatives. I wouldn't say there's that much negatives. Like,
Well, let's say what's the negatives? I don't know. Like
I think some of the bosses were a little bit OP, and needed to get patched after the game. I wouldn't say that's like a fucking detrimental like thing.
wasn't it? What's her name? Melania. She was like broken.
Oh yeah, but that was like damn near 5 months after the game came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they kind of, and then they fixed it. There was a quick turnaround for that. Yeah, I don't know if there is any like negatives. I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Because I don't want to just fucking kiss his ass, but this game is fucking amazing. I just don't know if there really is anything that I could say. Like maybe some mechanics are not like used as well. Like we just talked about stealth, but you kind of stop using stealth after a while. That's not like really something you have to do.
Yeah.
It's an option, but like you end up dropping that shit pretty quick. God damn, dude, I don't know.
I think you're right. It's like it's so little that you can't even.
Like at
point
this
out.
point, if there is any negatives, it'd be nitpicking at this point.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be anything that like would be fucking that would drop it down a point. You know?
Yeah. When I played it, my first and second, I don't think there was any. They're bad. Like
Mm-mm.
I don't.
No.
Yeah.
No. It ran great too. You know, technically it runs really fucking good. It just and going off a little off topic, it just sucks that Horizon came out a week or two before this game did.
The Horizon came out first, then Elden.
Yeah, and it just sucks because like I just mentioned earlier in the podcast, it's pretty good. You know, and it's all right. But
It's I feel like that was the developers' fault to.
oh no,
go
it
Guerrilla.
definitely, and Sony too. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Sony? Like, you first off, you fucked up with the PS5s, and not selling as much, and it's not as in demand, or it's so in demand that you can't fucking whatever.
Mhm.
And then you're gonna release what could possibly be the console like seller,
Horizon.
and you fucking and you release it 2 weeks before the biggest fucking game of the year.
Yeah.
You know, like that's on you.
Let's talk about that. How wasn't it them and some other Ubisoft, I think, was giving like talking shit to the
Yes,
from
so
software, like, oh, you guys,
Ubisoft. What game did they come out with? I know there was a
wasn't
game
it
that they
Far
came out
Cry?
with. No, because Far Cry came out a year.
'Cause-
Maybe.
Because Far Cry came around October, November, and I don't think.
I know there
Oh,
was
Valhalla, maybe.
Yeah, it might have been Valhalla. I don't know.
Because those
It-
came out like exactly the same time.
But yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so the Horizon developers and other ones too came out and started bashing Elden. Not like fucking shitting on it completely, but they were like, "Oh, it sucks that Elden Ring is getting all this praise, even though it's not like the UI is not as great and blah 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 and this and that. Like we spent so much time on our UI, and people just love Elden Ring because
Yeah.
it's the fucking new hottest thing or whatever." It's like, no, it's because it like, when was this game in development? 2015, I think.
16,
16.
16 or 17, yeah.
They took their fucking time with this game. Okay, you guys. Well, I mean, I don't know about Horizon, the second one. I don't know how long it took. But like Ubisoft games, that shit.
It's like
It seems like it keeps churning it out every fucking
year.
every year, and it never really ends up offering anything new. And so, what are you here talking about? Fucking Elden Ring and it's getting too much praise, and like, oh, it keeps getting all these perfect scores, and it's not
I
perfect.
think it's because Horizon didn't sell.
I think that had to do with that too.
Because it came out like a week or two before Elden Ring,
Mm-hmm.
and Elden Ring even the first week sold a lot of fucking copies.
Yeah.
So.
And we don't want to shit on these developers, that
But-
Guerrilla Games.
But
But at the same time, it's like you kind of you put yourself out there in that way.
I saw that
You
the
know?
guys who are developing or working on Hogwarts, they pushed their game because I guess it was coming out November.
Same time as Ragnarok.
Ragnarok and no, I don't. We will just push it.
That's smart.
Yeah,
That's fucking smart.
and I was saying that's a smart move because
Mhm.
everyone's gonna be focusing on God of War.
Yeah, like
It's
this.
not gonna be focusing on like the next like Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Yeah, Call of Duty for a while. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like the big thing, but
Yeah.
after that, it's gonna be God of War, and God of War is gonna,
It's like I'm okay with competition. Games want to come out at the same time as other ones, but when a fucking Goliath comes out, like Elden Ring or God of War,
yeah,
or,
those
or
two.
when fucking the next Skyrim or Elder Scrolls come out, just don't release it then. Just either release it months before, or release it, 2 or 3 months after.
yeah.
And
Well, they did it
Should be
too
good.
with the first Horizon, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
They did it too with Breath of the Wild.
yep, it's a repeat, dude. It's fucking history repeats itself.
I'm not saying that Horizon is a bad game, the first one
No,
or the
it's
second one.
fucking good.
It's just he doesn't get the attention that it gets.
No, it doesn't.
'cause
It's unfortunate. Like your
it's the
friend,
bad timing,
your friend. I think it's your friend Josh, right?
Uh-huh.
Just recently, played Horizon, didn't he? Not too long ago. Or am I just tripping?
I think you're tripping.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I am just tripping. But still, the first Horizon is, in my opinion, one of the best open world games.
Which one?
The first one.
What?
Horizon.
Oh yeah. I spaced out for a second, dick.
What the fuck were you thinking about?
Life.
This is not the Life podcast. Yeah, but it's unfortunate that
10
the
out of 10.
second
All
one
right, guys.
comes
See
out.
you later. That's our.
Oh, I hate when you do that too. I'm trying to finish a fucking my point, and you want to pull that shit.
All right.
I don't have a point anymore
Why?
because you kind of fucking made me lose track.
That quick, huh?
Yep, just like you were spacing out on life. Okay, what is there to talk about now? Because we're done with Elden Ring. It's a go play it, go buy it.
Yeah.
It's game of the year, and go get Sifu too. There's a physical copy now.
Then
at this point.
I'll be surprised either Sifu and God of War wins Game of the Year.
Yeah, I'll be okay with Sifu.
That would be a big win,
Yeah.
like for independent
Yep.
games, because that's
Yeah. It's
that's a
fucking
small
good game,
studio,
man. Slow clap.
What did you say?
Nothing. Slow clap. But we all know. I think the Elden Ring is gonna fucking take it.
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't, I know
Look,
everyone else.
we
thinks
know.
so.
Yeah, we were going for
In our
Elden Ring,
hearts,
but I'll be fine with Sifu. I'll be fine with Horizon. I'll be fine even
God
with
of
God of War. Those games are fucking great.
What I wouldn't be okay with is they fucking pull some shit like they did with Overwatch, and they gave that game of the year, which is clearly a multiplayer game, not a fucking story.
How do you
single
feel about
player.
It Takes Two? One game of the year.
That's okay too. I wasn't that pissed off. But there were a lot of other candidates that year that should have won Game of the Year. The most clear cut one was Resident Evil Village. Should have won Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Psychonauts 2 should have won Game of the Year. And instead it went to fucking It Takes Two, which it is a good game. I haven't been playing through it. I haven't passed it yet, but it is good. I guess it was, a dry year last year, I guess?
Yeah, basically.
If you don't know where you're looking. But this year's a fucking behemoth. You got Horizon, you got Elden Ring, you got God of War, you got Sifu that came out.
Would you consider Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
No. I don't think so.
Not like Game of the Year, but a good game. Even like with this,
the game that hasn't come out yet.
like even like with the campaign and
I don't know, man. I always look forward to the Call of Duty games for the campaign. You know, so I mean, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if it's gonna win any awards. We'll see. I mean, it's always up there. It's not like it's never up there. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, what's that other game? Fuck, what's the game I'm playing on the 360 or 360 Xbox One?
Metal Gear.
No, the other one. That's like Legend of Zelda. I forget what the name's
Tunic?
called. Tunic. That's also probably going to be a Game of the Year contender.
That came out this year.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. So, nothing from Nintendo though. Because Prime or Metroid Prime should have fucking won. No, not Prime. Dread should have
Dread.
won. We did a review on that. Go back on our.
Damn. What?
channel.
Hold on. Bayonetta 3
Whoa,
is coming out.
hold on there, dude.
Bayonetta's still coming out.
Yeah,
So oh yeah, Bayonetta.
Bayonetta 3 still coming, and we got a High on Life
High
coming
on
out.
Life. Okay.
Justin Roiland.
Is that coming out this year?
Yeah, it's coming out on Game Pass too.
Sweet.
So day one, you know. Is Starfield coming out this year, or it got pushed?
I think it got pushed.
It's kind of underwhelming, that game.
Yeah.
You know, because
To
No
be
Man's Sky exists.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think that one's gonna be as
It's not gonna live up to hype because it's been
so
talked
long.
about for so fucking long. It's like another Cyberpunk situation.
And I feel like other games came out as similar as that. Like you
Yeah.
said, No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky came out, which was weird because when that game came out, it was not good, and now it's like fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And when I saw the gameplay for Starfield, it played exactly as fucking as a No Man's Sky. So a lot to look forward to this year still. Like Call of Duty, like God of War. I think one of the Final Fantasy games might be coming out. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, we're looking forward to talking more about, you know, movies. Like we said, we haven't reviewed Batman, so we might do that. I know it's gonna be super late on that review, but fuck it. Comic books, we still want to do a lot of shit with comic books, so we're looking forward. And it's almost gonna be Halloween season, so any excuse to talk about some horror games is
It's gonna be this
be
fucking
fun.
repeat from last year.
I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of horror games we haven't given love to in this channel.
Like
You know?
what?
Well, I just played Silent Hill 3.
Oh, okay.
Well, Cold Fear. Still, I'm just started that. Madison, can't wait to play that too.
Wait,
And-
is your Switch plugged in?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. It is.
Okay.
Well, you gonna play No More Heroes after this?
I think so.
You
'Cause
are you looking forward to the third one in?
October.
Are you gonna? Is she gonna get it
Yeah.
in the consoles? Even though it's cheaper on the Switch right now.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta get love because I feel like I think even the developers they didn't sell that much when it released because it was an exclusive to Switch.
Which kind of sucks, man.
You know,
I feel like
they should have done that from the beginning. You know, for all platforms.
you know what?
So hopefully, you know,
uh,
it does well when there's the other place like PlayStation and Xbox. So
Deadly Premonition too should have, because that game came out and I don't think anyone's talked about that game, man.
was it? Wait, I think it wasn't good, wasn't it?
It wasn't good, but it's also a fucking cult classic like the first one.
It's only
And-
on Switch.
Yeah.
I feel like later on it's gonna be on.
You ride on a skateboard in that game. That's how you get around.
Oh my god.
I just thought that's interesting. You ride on a skateboard, and the first one you ride a fucking car. How do you get demoted to a skateboard? I don't know. That's kind of interesting. We should probably wrap up.
All right.
All right,
Two brothers.
Just two brothers. We'll see you
It's
guys.
good to be back.
We'll see you guys next week. Whenever the next one comes out.